Hey friends, hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Myself Neha and name of my YouTube channel is Let's Talk About Accounting. Now in today's video, I would like to explain you about rent payable. Okay, we will be making our entry in provisions about rent payable. In my previous videos, I explained you about salary payable account. In my current video, I will be explaining you about rent payable account. Okay, it means rent payable is nothing but it is our current liability and we group it under provisions. First of all, what is the meaning of this provision? In simple terms, that for the month of March, okay, you have a commitment of payment which accrued for the month of March and you will be making that payment in the month of April. So, as a financial year is getting changed for payment date, then for previous financial year, that expense should be expensed off in a profit and loss account. Okay, and in a profit and loss account, we should be debiting that expense. But physically we have not made any payment and we have paid that in next financial year, but that expense should reflect in our profit and loss account. And hence, rent payable is an outstanding expenditure. It is classified as liability as the same meets the definition criteria of a liability, that is future obligation of a past event resulting in economic outflow or resources. As the same outflow is within a year, it would be considered as a current liability. Okay, so how we will be making that rent payable entry in a profit and loss account? Okay, suppose I will be taking example that what exactly is rent and what exactly is rent payable. Okay, now let's take example that on 28th February, okay, on 28th February you are making a cash payment of rent, okay, 10,000 rupees being rent paid for, I would say, January. Okay, you can make in any date which is mutually understood between you and your landlord, okay, for that payment. Okay, I made this payment on 28th February. Fine. Now for the month of March, I'm supposed to make the payment for the month of March or for the month of February. Okay, I made a payment on 3rd March. Rent paid for 10,000 rupees. Okay, now I am supposed to make payment for the month of March. Yes, then first of all, I have to change my financial year, as this will not accept my entry as my financial year is getting changed, as I have to make my entry on 5th of April. Suppose I have a commitment to make that payment on 5th of April. So my financial year is getting changed, but this expense should be expensed off in this current financial year. So what method we are using? Okay, first of all, go to journal, debit your expense, that is rent paid. It was for the month of March, and to whom you will credit, not to cash or bank, because physically we have not made any payment till 31st of March. So it should be grouped under rent payable, should be the ledger, and it should be grouped under provisions. Alright, so being expense realized, that is we have made our entry in profit and loss account about rent paid, and rent payable means provision, and provision realized. Alright, so we have made our provision for this current financial year. Now what will be the effect of the same? First of all, go to profit and loss account, go to indirect expense and rent paid. You can see that we have made a payment for the month of Jan, even for the month of March, and this rent payable is reflecting, okay, on 31st March about the provisions. Fine, so you will get two entries over here. And next, in our balance sheet, go to current liabilities, provisions, and rent payable. You can see that you have made a provision about rent payable, and hence our expense is also being shown in profit and loss account, and we have realized our rent payable also as a provision. So what will be the effect of this provision? Okay, how we will make the payment of this provision? Now just change the financial year. Okay. Now you are supposed to make the payment on 5th April. So I will give the date as 5th April. Okay. Select the payment voucher. Suppose I am making it in cash payment. Now you don't have to use rent paid. you have to use the ledger as rent payable, alright, and 10,000. Because now we are not supposed to make any entry in a profit and loss account, and hence rent payable is also outstanding for current financial year, and hence it should be paid off. Okay, and the payment made. Okay, accept this entry. Now how we will see this effect? In profit and loss account, nothing. And about balance sheet, go to current liabilities. You can see that our provisions has become nil. Now suppose I will just use, okay, F12 key, show opening balance yes, transactions yes, and accept this. And you can see that my rent payable, it was having an opening balance of 10,000, and now I have made a payment for this 10,000, and hence our provisions has become nil. Okay, all right. So this was about rent paid and rent payable. So I hope you must have understood the difference between what is the meaning of rent paid and what is the difference between rent payable. All right, and rent payable is nothing but it is provision entry, and rent paid is nothing but it is an expense entry. All right. Thank you friends for watching my video. Do subscribe my YouTube channel for more accounting related videos. Thank you so much.